Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Evening folks, it's Saturday evening, it's 5 to 9. Bit late doing my video today. Been a busy day actually. We started off sorting the house out and getting some stuff ready because my sister was coming. The one I told you about was coming to look at the wedding invitation. She was absolutely over the moon with what Deb's done. And they sorted out all that kind of stuff. I spoke with my nephew Oliver, who's 19. I spoke with him in the living room to be kept out of the way while they sorted out the wedding stuff, sort of thing. We watched a Liverpool season review from 2013, where we started off absolutely diabolical and did not have the best season. We were losing to people like West Brom 3-0 and stuff like that. Thank God at the moment those times are behind us. We had a bit of lunch. Then we went up to my mum's to see my mum with Mandy and Steve. And then we went to my sister Paula's. Now, I wasn't going to go, but what we did, we couldn't work out whether to go or not because I was in a bit of pain with my back. So we decided to settle it the proper way with a coin. Heads, we went with them. Tails, we stayed here. Landed on heads. So we went with them. And we went to my mum's, like I said. We didn't stay there long, only about 10 or 15 minutes. Then we went to my sister Paula's. Now, when we walked in, her husband, Andy, my bro-in-law, he was sorting through a load of stuff because he's having a big car boot sale yesterday. And I went in and sat down and had a cup of tea brought to me. And Paula said to me, I wondered if you'd be interested in this. And she says to me, because Andy got biographies. And she passed me this one. She says, do you know who this is? Well, it's Tommy Smith. Say no more. You know, Liverpool player. I love biographies. So for me, it was like an extra Christmas present. Anyway, when I was there and she showed me that, she also said, I've got some other biographies. Do you want to have a look through these, see if you want any before Andy puts them on the car boot? One, Peter Sallis. Clegg himself. Another really good actor who's very underrated, another British actor who's very underrated, Peter Bowles, his biography. And last but not least, I've actually got this in my list on Amazon to buy, so I've had to take it out of my list now because I've got that one as well. Michael Caine, called From the Elephant to Hollywood, and it's his autobiography. Now, I must admit, I prefer autobiographies to biography because a biography obviously is written by somebody about the person. Autobiography is themselves telling their life story, which I prefer. Anyway, I got all these 4 books, and now they said that every time they get any biographies, they're going to let me know what they've got. So that was fantastic, really. I couldn't believe that. I was quite happy. It was a very, very profitable day, shall we say. So, yeah, so I got them, and Deb got a Cherished Teddy figure, which she hadn't got. So she was also over the moon, you know. He got so much stuff there, it would have taken me about a month to sort through it all, but he's got to get it all ready for tomorrow. Anyway, we came back. They didn't stay for long once they'd come back here because it was quite late, so they disappeared. Me and Deb had a little bit of tea. I had something I haven't had for ages. It's like a beans and little burger bite things in a tin on toast, and it was dead nice. It took me back to my childhood when I used to have sausage and beans on toast. So that was nice, and then we decided to watch a film. So there is a movie review coming up for a film called Rampage. Now, Rampage, I saw the trailer for it a while ago, and I thought it looked good. It was a creature feature, and it's fairly a family film. You know, there's nothing in it really that would make it not a family film. It's got Dwayne Johnson in, obviously, The Rock himself, and it's basically about a genetic experiment that shouldn't have been allowed to happen, so they did it in space, and it all goes wrong, and the spaceship crashes, or whatever it is crashes. These pod things end up all over the place, and any animal that comes into contact with them mutates. Not only mutates, it gets faster, it gets bigger, speed, it does everything. It basically changes everything in its body. And it basically is about the evil scientists against the guy and conservationist who wants to, you know, look after his creation because he got this like a white albino gorilla. I think it's an albino gorilla, I think, called George, which I thought was a cracking name anyway. Who's basically he responds to sign language because obviously Dwayne Johnson is playing the guy who can communicate with him, if you like. But of course, once he gets affected by this gas, he grows gigantic and nobody can control him, and he goes smashing up buildings. But there's also a crocodile that ends up being mutated into what I cannot even guess, but it ends up being a cross between, oh God, I don't know. It's just a crocodile. It's got horns. It's got massive strength. It's got spines. There's also a wolf that becomes mutated, and that becomes gigantic, literally about 30 foot high, massive, built like a brick. Yeah, it's got wings, so that when it's thrown through the air and you think it's going to, die because it's going to smash into a building, all of a sudden its arms spread out and these wings sort of come from nowhere. Anyway, it's very obviously far-fetched. I can see what they're doing. They're trying to sort of very, 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 very cleverly warn you against the dangers of messing with DNA of animals, which obviously goes on behind closed doors anyway. You can figure that one out yourself. But it's quite a family-friendly film in the respect that there's nothing blood and guts and gore in it. You see the odd person get chomped, but you don't see the odd person get chomped. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not too bad. I'd give it 5, maybe 6. But then again, you see, I'm one of these people who, I know it sounds really, really strange, but I want more out of a film. That was done for families, definitely, and the special effects are phenomenal. And that's why I'd give it 5 and maybe an extra 1 because Dwayne Johnson's in it and he's good anyway. So I'd give it 6. I'll go for 6. Come on, I'll push it to 6. It's worth watching. If you get a chance to watch it, like I say, it's called Rampage. And if you like your creature features, it's very, very good in that respect. Like I said, unfortunately for me, you could see what was going to happen. The storyline was quite predictable. Even the ending, I thought, was quite predictable, but it was good. It was good. It didn't have a bad supporting cast either, and the villain in it reminded me of somebody completely different. I actually thought it was the woman out of Evolution, and it wasn't the woman out of Evolution, even though at times she looks the spitting image of her. But there's just the right mix of bad guys and good guys, and a lot of situations, a lot of building, trampling, and stuff like that. And one of the highlights for me was where they were doing the experiments at the office, should I say, the main building, where these bad woman and man were doing the experiments. They actually had the old Rampage arcade game in the background. I saw it twice. So they had like the canisters, the old, what do you call them? The boxes that the arcade game was in when you used to go into the arcades, you could play on them. There was one of them, and it was actually Rampage, the old arcade game. So that kind of made it for me as well. But yeah, so 5, 6 with Dwayne Johnson being in it. But that's it, Rampage. I'm sorry, Mr. Reardon. I really am sorry. Everton lost today 2-1. Liverpool won 4-3. I have no idea how, because it was touch and go. It was backwards and forwards. It could have gone either way. We battered them for the first 35 minutes, and then we were dead lax. They did a fantastic move that got them in front 1-0. We scored just after the break with Mo Salah to make it 1 each. Then we went 2-1 in front with Firmino, I'm thinking. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Firmino. And then we went, I think it was 2 each then. Crystal Palace scored again. Then we scored to make it 3-2. Then James Milner got sent off for 2 reckless challenges in a very short space of time. Then we made it 4-2 with Sadio Mane. And then they scored again to make it 4-3 in the 95th minute. So it was touch and go, backwards and forwards. But if you can grind out results like that, when you bear in mind that Crystal Palace beat Man City at Man City not so long ago, they beat them. So it was it was an important win, and I'm glad we got it under his belt, because it now means we're 7 points clear again. Although Man City don't play till tomorrow, and they play Huddersfield away, which I've got a feeling Huddersfield will get battered, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, so it was a really good game, a really good day for us. Everton will be disappointed. They wouldn't have expected to lose that, I don't think. There was another 7-goal thriller between Leicester and Wolves. I think that ended 4-3 to Wolves. My hometown team, which are Stoke and Vale, because obviously I am actually from Stoke-on-Trent. Stoke won, I think it was 2-1 against Leeds, and Port Vale beat somebody 1-0, but I can't remember who it was. I think it was Crawley Town, but I'm not exactly sure. So good results all round there. Blackpool drew 0-0, so none of the teams lost really. So yeah, it was a good day for football. But I'm not doing anything else for the rest of the night. I haven't done any writing today because, like I said, we've had visitors all day or we've been out, so there's no writing been done. I thank you kindly for the comments, what you've made about my poems in the last couple of days that have dealt with very sensitive subjects, and they are sensitive subjects, Alzheimer's and mental health. And when I write stuff like that, I do imagine what it must be like to be in that position. And I don't know whether it's called empathy or what, but I can empathise with people that are in that situation, even though I haven't been through it myself as such. I have seen Alzheimer's close up and personal because my uncle ended up passing away from it, and it's not nice. It isn't nice at all. So I had a kind of inclination about what that must feel like. The mental health thing I definitely could relate to because I went through it myself last year. Now, luckily, I didn't end up in the grave, so I managed to, have all the help that I needed. But other than that, like I said, that's my videos done for today. You all take care, and I'll do another video tomorrow. Bye for now. Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.